Mexico City!
And he has time going deep down the middle of the field. That's Aaron King for the touchdown.
King me.
ET throw home.
Now Ray Bentley is heating up. Oh, Ray Bentley! Oh my goodness!
That's Davius Reed once again making all sorts of empty moves.
That's through the middle. Gotta catch it, K.L. Barrett.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Estadio Azteca for tonight's Season 9 SFL Championship game between the 10-4 Chicago Wildcats and the 10-4 Mexico City Aztecs, live on Twitch.tv's front page. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Kevin Irvine, joined by Ryan Moats and Damon Simeon here tonight. Tonight, one of these two teams will win their first ever SFL championship. Mexico City was here in Season 5 as the Santa Fe Gorillas lost in the final seconds to the DC Dragons. For Chicago, this is their first trip here. Let's head down to the field for the coin toss and get tonight's championship game underway. Cole Varner's kicked it, we're underway. A.J. Barnes up to the 23-yard line, and that's where Chicago will start with it. Let's get going as E.T. King will charge out onto the field first.
First and 10.
Two wide receivers for E.T. King to start here on 1st and 10 at the 22.5-yard line for Chicago. King will drop back to pass. King fires middle. Caught by Alex Zeli at the 39-yard line to move the sticks for the Wildcats first down.
Great seam pass.
King is one righteous guy who doesn't mind taking a quick strike, and there we saw he caught Mexico sleeping there to hit the tight end across the middle with that seam.
Keep this stuff inside and tight.
First down and 10 for Chicago with a running clock. King drops back to pass. Will fire it out to Hawkins. Hawkins 40. Breaks a tackle. There's a face mask too. That's going to be a first down and a whole lot more for Chicago. Brilliant job by the Wildcats here on the first drive.
Quarterbacks always remember to throw to your hots. You get in trouble, you hit your hot.
First and 10. From West Savagery, 43 yards.
Hand off to Dion Hawkins, going to lose 2 yards in the backfield. Really nice tackle there. That's the first time Mexico City's defense has woken up tonight. It'll be 2nd and 12.
I tell you guys, you got to keep it going north and south. Keep it going north and south. That's the only way to go.
Agree with you there, Ryan. Going east and west is not great for an offense, so therefore you lose yards instead of falling forward.
9:40 and counting, 2nd and 12 for Chicago at the Mexico City 46-yard line. 3 receivers. King has split backs in the backfield. Shotgun back to pass. Caught. Pablo Zamora couldn't bring him down, and eventually that is Aaron King brought down to the 16-yard line, breaking records this season for yards per catch.
Aaron King, man, came in the midseason during week 6, and guys finished with 990-something yards on 36 receptions. Outstanding job.
First down, King dumps it off short. That is again to King to the 8-yard line, running just a little quick pattern in the middle of the field. Pickup of 8 yards, 2nd and short.
I tell you, King's going to pick this defense apart.
From the Aztec 8-yard line, what a start for Chicago. They are hot out of the gates. We don't even want to give you the starting lineups here because we may have a score on our hands here on the opening drive. Handoff, Deion Hawkins. Hawkins' first burst of speed. He got popped by Pablo Zamora, but it's a 1st and goal for the Wildcats at the 3-yard line.
In my day, they called that a boom.
Hey, I don't know if you noticed, Cam and Ryan, that Mexico has been playing 12 to 15 yards off of the receivers. Maybe they're afraid of King beating them deep, you know?
I think they're being conservative with their approach for sure.
Second and goal from the 3.5 for E.T. King and the Chicago Wildcats. Handoff, Hawkins again. Deion Hawkins will not get there. Jack Brown brought him down. It's 3rd and goal from the 1. The Aztecs looking for a goal line stand.
Bend, but don't break.
Thing about the defense out in the west of the SFL, these guys do not give up goal line touchdowns.
3rd and goal from the 1-yard line now. Hawkins, the low man in the backfield, will get the carry. Hawkins stretched outside, and Pablo Zamora gets the stop, a loss of 2 yards, and the Aztec defense holds up strong in the red zone.
What did we say earlier? North and south. He had
East
the right
and west.
hole. He had the hole. He should have just hit it. Don't be confused about what you got to do.
So 4th down and goal from the 3-yard line. And this is a chip shot for Chicago, although they've had some issues with their field goal kicking 20 yards away. The snap was not very good, but the kick is true. And with 6:27 to go in the first quarter, it's the Chicago Wildcats striking first, 3-0.
I tell you, Cam, this series might come back to bite them in the butt because you don't get in the red zone like that. Don't put it in the end zone.
I totally agree with you here, Ryan, on that call there. Also, Pablo Zamora comes in tonight with 97 tackles this game, 24 assists. Here's the kicker: 5 tackles for loss from the strong safety position. Not bad.
Wow.
Devin Cabrera, nice return up to the 41-yard line, getting excellent field position for the Aztecs. And we meet the Mexico City Stars. Matt Wilson is the bronze quarterback. Ray Bentley is the league's MVP in the backfield. K.L. Barrett and Richard Montague, along with Dijon Swan, are the receivers. Tight end Ryan Moxon and kicker Cole Varner, the son of the owner of the Chicago Wildcats, Shan Varner, their kicker. A couple of great cornerbacks on the outside. King Wallace and Malcolm Smith, Pablo Zamora and company in the secondary to close out the Aztec Stars. 6:07 to go in the first quarter. It's a 1st and 10, 3-0. Chicago with the early lead. Ray Bentley takes the handoff. There he goes. Ray Bentley on the first play breaks away. Hambrack, the one man that can bring him down, and he does at the 23-yard line. Feed the man. First down, Mexico City.
This is what you don't want to do here, is allow this guy here, Motors, to start going.
I want you guys to remember, key points of the game. What did we say? Keep it on the ground.
Keep it on the ground, and whichever defense can stop the run. So far, Mexico has been stopping Chicago's run game, and Mexico comes out of here and tests the Chicago defense and break off with a large game by Ray Bentley.
Mexico's next series is going to determine if they're going to be in this game or not, because they got shut down in the red zone. Let's see what they do this next series.
And off to Bentley again, but this time Clint Hendershot takes him out. Let's take a look at the Chicago Wildcat Stars while we get set up for a 2nd and 8. Alex Zeli, Davius Reed, and of course Aaron King, that lethal receiving core. But right now on the field, Clint Hendershot, Espen Real, and a great secondary. Kanye Rockefeller, Blake Hamrack, A.J. Barnes, and Maurice Spurgeon as well. Hand off to Ray Bentley. Bentley picks up a few. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5, coming up with 5:08 to go in the first quarter.
Hey, Cam, I want to break this down here. Chicago comes in with 33.25 points per game, and Mexico is right at 34.50. As I stated earlier, these are some high-powering offensive here. These guys, I believe this is going to be a high-scoring game. Defense is just going to have to show up tonight.
3 receivers on a 3rd down and 5 for the Aztecs. 4 down linemen for Chicago. And off to Bentley, and Ray Bentley is going to be popped by Hendershot. Hendershot, the difference on this defensive series for Chicago. Rare to see Ray Bentley go down like that, and Cole Varner will come out to try to tie the game.
Sounds like this is going to be a red zone game.
Yeah, Ray Bentley got jacked up on that play there, man. He's going to have to put the right L on him next time.
Oh, we got the offense on the field on 4th and 2. Could Mexico City actually snap this football here? 4:15, they're going hard count, down to 10 on the play clock, down to 8. They're trying to get Chicago to make an early mistake. It does not look like they're going to do it. And there is the burnt timeout with 4:02 to go. Mexico City will waste one trying to keep the drive alive.
Yeah, that was a great job there by Chicago by not allowing Matt Wilson to have the defense to jump off sides there. Great coaching there by the Chicago's defensive coordinators to make sure that team did not jump off sides to cause Mexico to go ahead and get 1st down.
It's a beautiful night here at Estadio Azteca. 60 degrees, partly cloudy, an 8-mile-an-hour wind blowing about from the northeast. But it was 60 at kickoff, and it's only going to get just a little bit chillier. We love it. Here's the field goal from 31 yards out from Cole Varner, the old school style kicking. That kick is good. Mr. Automatic does it again, and we are tied at 3 in the SFL's 9th championship game.
I love this kicker here. Watch this hit on the replay with the straight leg, old school style.
Whatever works.
All right, so with 3:59 to go in the first quarter, both of these teams have come out looking pretty good offensively, but the defenses have stood tall. It's 3-3. You're watching the SFL's 9th championship game right here on Twitch.tv as A.J. Barnes returns past the 25. Nice move to get to the 29-yard line and give Chicago decent field position to start their 2nd possession.
I think Chicago's going to have to take advantage some kind of way against Mexico's pass defense as they showed on the first drive. But they got to get the run involved, man. I believe that the team that rushes for over 150 yards in this game wins.
Yeah,
Clock control.
I agree, and I think I made a mistake earlier about I was actually referring to this series as far as determining on what they're going to do in this game. I think they should continue to do what they did earlier in the first series, but make sure that they run the ball inside of the red zone.
How about Zeta, the Zeta virus in the backfield for Mexico City? That's a loss of 4. Deion Hawkins now has been tackled in the backfield 3 times here in the first quarter as the Aztecs doing a good job shooting those gaps. 2nd and long for the Wildcats. Shan Varner talked in pregame about those positive plays. They've had 3 negative ones here in the first quarter. Swing out to Hawkins. Hawkins has a blocker. Got a block, and Hawkins gets down the sideline. Big hit from... That is Brown, again, the linebacker on the outside, just shy of the 1st down, but that block sprung Deion Hawkins.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Chicago, which they discovered how great Deion Hawkins was mid-season when they started putting him more into the passing game. A nice tackle there by Brown on the wrap up there. But I want to go back to the previous play with Zeta. Is that a virus that I need to go make sure as soon as I get back to Houston get a shot for?
You don't want to get hit by that virus.
I don't want to get hit by that virus, man. I have a family. They need me.
3rd and 1, handoff Hawkins. Hawkins has the first down just by a hair to the 39-yard line. I would say chest hair, but that belongs to one of our other colleagues, and I'm not going to take his line. First down, Chicago.
I would say that anytime you can get your running back into your pass game, I think that's one of the unspoken things that sometimes offenses don't really do. Get your running back in the pass game is a true weapon.
King back to pass, intercepted at midfield. Pass is picked off by, I believe, Devin Cabrera. Cabrera stepped right in front of that pass over the middle. Ryan, what'd you see?
I agree with you there, Ryan. It was a bad pass, and also it looks like Mexico was in a cover 2 there, and the safety pretty much just took maybe like a 3-step drop, and he read the play the entire way. But unfortunately, it seemed as if King didn't see him, and he came away with that INT. Great defensive play.
Ray Bentley has 44 yards on 4 carries here in the first quarter. Wilson going long into double coverage. Picked off. He was kneeling on the ground, thanking whoever he believes in. That's Kanye Rockefeller, and they believe in him.
Kanye Rockefeller has been around this league for a very long time. That's a 6'3" guy. You have to throw that ball high over the back end of the coverage. Maurice Spurgeon played the coverage great, and Kanye Rockefeller was able to come down with that INT. Great play there.
It's not truly how you can make plays, it's how you can make plays together as a defense. You play together. You can that bounced off of a couple of people and got that interception.
2:08 to go in the first quarter. Rockefeller 22 interceptions in his career as King will drop the throw. This time Hawkins not on the field, still getting a breather from the previous possession, and Chicago has their 4th different play go for negative yardage. Bavino with that catch.
Yeah, this Mexico City defense, Cam, is like scavengers, man. Whenever the ball is, they're there. They're wrapping up and making sure that they get good tackles.
1:52 to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 11 Chicago in a 3-3 ball game. Handoff Hawkins. He stays patient. Bounces off a tackle. Gets to the 21. 3rd and 7, a gain of 4. Hawkins not doing anything flashy so far, but picking up yards where he can.
Yeah, this is a big game here. This is the SFL championship game for season 9. I'm not sure if Deion Hawkins have any jitterbugs in his stomach or something, or just allowing the game to come to him. But he needs to step it up and get something going. Get those spin moves in, young man, that you normally do. You're the Toastal Tornado.
I think they need to get him outside of the tackle and let him get on the edge.
King's pass caught by Aaron King. King now 6 of 7 for 82 yards. Moves the sticks on a nice 3rd down conversion. And a nice shout out in the chat here. I got to mention it. Dusty Bottoms 1. Isn't Kanye a former #1 draft pick? Yes. Good memory, young fella.
That is correct. He was drafted in the expansion draft by who? The Houston Hyenas.
And there, ladies and gentlemen, is your first Houston Hyenas plug. If you had a bet for the second quarter, you lost. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line as E.T. King will drop the throw. King has a great pocket, goes down the middle again. That one's knocked away. King forcing the action down the field to tight end Shan Varner, his first target.
And you can't force those passes. He's going to be looking at more interceptions tonight if he keeps forcing those passes.
Yeah, not only that, the ball was underthrown as well. You get, like I stated earlier, you have to make sure that that ball is thrown over the coverage there. You know, make sure you get some air on it, but not too much air on it because you don't want to throw a flying duck, right?
Right.
2nd and 10 for Chicago. If you're new to the SFL, make sure to check out our website, simulationfl.net. The handoff will go to Deion Hawkins, and again, Hawkins is blown up in the backfield. Another loss of 2. That's the 5th tackle for loss for Mexico City in the first quarter.
Mexico City came to play some defense tonight, boys.
You got to keep that ball going north and south. That's a mistake.
Now
You're not going to get anywhere. Everybody has talent.
Yeah.
So you're not going to run around people.
3rd down and long. King takes a low snap, fires it long down the middle, knocked up in the air and incomplete. Pablo Zamora and Devin Cabrera on the coverage again. And the second drive for Chicago of this quarter ends in a dud.
Cam, if you was not sure, Cam, if you were going to get into this a little later during the game, but let's remember Mexico City has been here before in the SFL championship game back in season 5, and we all know what happened that game. They had the league and they lost it in the closing of that game to DC. I don't think Mexico City wants to go home and lose it twice in the championship game.
Well, they need to pick it up because that last series was not that productive.
Punt is away to Cabrera from his 25-yard. Oh, he made both up men miss. That was a tremendous return from Devin Cabrera as we wind down on the end of the first quarter. Again, remind you, former NFL player and league owner, team owner now, Ryan Moats is here with us, along with Houston Hyenas owner Damon Simeon, as Mexico City starts fresh.
You guys, I can't do any shark plugs tonight. I'm too new.
It's always great to be here at the SFL headquarters.
First and 10 for Mexico City. A handoff on a draw to Bentley. Bentley breaks a tackle, then throws a defender aside. Don't show his mama that film. 2nd and 4. A gain of 6 for Bentley, and that will likely be the final play of this first quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, the first quarter has lived up to the billing. Chicago 3, Mexico City 3. If you're going somewhere, turn around, come back for the second quarter and the rest of Season 9's SFL Championship game. First down and 10 at the Aztec 39-yard line for Mexico City. The handoff goes to Bentley again. Got a first down, a whole lot more. Bentley, a tough cookie to be brought down. Nice job by Maurice Spurgeon, eventually getting him on the ground at the 48-yard line. Gets enough for an Aztec first down.
Yeah, Ray Bentley, man, is just a man you don't want to meet in the back alley. I guarantee you that. This guy here has so much power behind his run. And it's like, I mean, when he hits someone, and it's like a murder crime scene, you know. Someone has been murdered when he hits you, man.
Put the tape out. Put the tape out.
3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield for Matt Wilson. Wilson will throw an out route for the first time tonight. That pass caught by Richard Montague. And folks, I believe, if I'm keeping track correctly at home, that is the first catch by an Aztec receiver in this first half.
Yeah, Cam, that's absolutely correct. They've only thrown through Ray Bentley and pretty much had a lot of incompletions, but he's been doing great on the run on the ground. How about they give it to him right here?
Ray is going to be the key to their success. I mean, as far as that O-line, they're doing a good job of giving them some nice holes to run through.
And he's in! Touchdown for Mexico City and Ray Bentley, who left me speechless, quite literally.
This is what I expected from Ray Bentley to come in here to do. Come in here, get your run yards, you know, and untouched. If we look at this replay here, he's untouched, people, until he get down to, you know, inside the 5-yard line there. Outstanding run and outstanding play by the offensive coordinator to call.
Keys to success again. I think I'm winning there on the keys to success so far.
Run the ball, man. Run the ball. That's how I feel, man. Get your 150.
Well, he halfway there so far.
Extra point for Cole Varner is good, and thank goodness I was on the call for that extra point instead of that awesome touchdown. 10-3, the Aztecs are up 7. So Chicago's got to respond. Their last drive did not end too well. A couple of deep balls down the field and a 4th and long as the Aztec defense is all over Chicago's backfield here in the first half. A.J. Barnes from his 2 after the deep kick from Varner, and Barnes does well to get out to the 25-yard line to set up E.T. King on his 3rd possession. First and 10 of the 25. This is a battle of MVPs. E.T. King, last season's MVP, was with Tallahassee. He joined Chicago as a free agent in the offseason. Ray Bentley won the MVP last week on SFL Honors, which you can watch on demand on YouTube. How about Deion Hawkins' burst of speed, untouched until he moves the sticks to the 36-yard line for a Wildcat first down, his longest run of the night.
This will be a key drive. If they can square this up, it'll be starting all over again.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be hard for Deion to break pretty much running up the middle here because they
him and Ray, they're not the same.
Right.
Back.
They're not.
Ray is built to run up the middle. Like I was saying earlier, is that I would love to see him on the edge, even pass it to him.
King, dangerous dump off to Deion Hawkins. Is that had potential to be a pick six? E.T. King is not showing any signs of shyness as Pablo Zamora picks up his third tackle.
Yeah, you're right, Cam. That was a dangerous pass there by King, throwing it to Deion in the short flat right there around coverage, which they didn't pick up much yardage there on.
What do you expect him to do? He has nowhere to go.
Probably got to tuck it and go.
Back to pass King, over to Hawkins again, and Hawkins kind of got an awkward movement after making that catch as Pablo Zamora brings him down at the line. Hawkins very much involved, but not so much from Davius Reed or Alex Zeli, a couple of big weapons.
See, part of that problem with that wide route is when you throw the wide route, that's supposed to be coming downhill, and it seems like this route is getting thrown late. So he's having to turn around instead of going up the field with the ball.
Four receivers. King checks it down. That's a good check down. Davius Reed's going the wrong way, and they mark him shy of the first down. I'm not quite sure what Davius Reed was thinking. He had the first down, and then he lost it.
Yeah, I think he I don't even have words for it.
Sometimes your legs do what they want to do. I guess that's the answer.
So that's a huge loss for Chicago, as that drive had showed all signs of continuing, as Devin Cabrera is tackled, a well-formed tackle at the 21-yard line with 8 minutes to go in the first half. It's 10-3 Aztecs, and they've got the ball.
This is the turning point. This moment right here, this drive, this is the turning point of this game.
I agree with you. This is the turning point. If Mexico City gets another touchdown here, that puts them up by 14 points over Chicago here, and it's probably be hard for them to get back into this game.
Bentley already has over 100 yards of rushing, averages over 200 at home this season, as Bentley breaks off a tackle and gets the first down. He's MVP for a reason. Mexico City moves the chains again.
The monster's loose.
As I've stated before, Cam,
wow,
that's a grown-ass man. That's a grown man.
It's Friday. I just got...
First and 10 of the Aztec 32-yard line. 7:47 to go in the first half. Three receivers, two off the left side, four down linemen. Handoff, Bentley coming left. Ray Bentley breaks off a tackle on the line of scrimmage. Got a block over pursuit from, that was Spurgeon. First down to the Aztec 48-yard line, and Bentley is literally eating the Wildcats alive right now.
Yeah, Ray Bentley. I mean, I'm sorry, Mexico City is doing exactly what they wanted to do, and that's come in and
you gotta make those tackles. I mean, you're talking about 2 missed tackles. You can't miss that.
Yeah, you can't miss that. You're absolutely right. And Mexico is doing exactly what they wanted to do, and that's run the ball and control the clock.
They know what they're facing on the other side. They know there's the air attack. You keep the ball out of his hands.
First and 10 of the Aztec 48, and almost none of their offense has come from the passing game. They are giving it to their MVP back, and right now there's 8 in the box for the Aztecs, for the Wildcats, and Ray Bentley says, I don't care. I'm still going to get 3 yards, averaging 13 yards a carry in the first half.
They are loading the box on this guy, and he's still running through.
Oh man, this is something. Ryan, you played running back in the NFL. We're here in the second quarter. Have you ever had 133 yards at the second quarter point?
I have had 100-some yards at half. That's called being in the zone.
Ray Bentley gets the carry, no gain on that play. Third down and 7 coming up for Mexico City. All right, 6:18 to go in the first half. Setting the stage for you if you're just joining us late. Ray Bentley has a touchdown in almost all of Mexico City's yardage here in the first half. A nickel look for Chicago with 3 receivers and 2 backs in the backfield. Back to pass is Matt Wilson, who got pressured but throws another quick out to Richard Montague, but short of the first down. That pressure on Wilson caused the likely punt here for Mexico City.
Yeah, Chicago got away with, actually just come up lucky on this possession here. Unfortunately, the receiver was unable to turn up field to get the first down. He just pretty much just ran out of bounds there. If you turned up field, that's the first down.
Well, if they keep the ball in Bentley's hand, they get an opportunity here.
How about that? Punt, did they set? Oh, no, they did not. He slid into the end zone with the ball. That's a missed opportunity for the Aztecs. It will come out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10. From Real Close, 20 yards.
All right, first and 10 for Chicago. 5:40 to go in the first half. Deion Hawkins doing his best Ray Bentley impression. Picks up 7. Hawkins just 21 yards in the first half. And I believe somebody on this esteemed analyst crew said whoever rushes for 150 yards is going to win the game, and the Aztecs are almost there.
Don't let them steal my key point, my keys of the game now. That was after the fact, right?
I can't remember, but
all right.
we can share it.
Now you can't remember. Okay.
And off Hawkins. He fumbled. Ball's loose on the ground. It's picked up by Chicago. Chicago picks it up and moves the chains at the 32-yard line. Big number 75 out there making the play. And here's another look at it. That ball just squirted out. Man, he dove on the pile. That was tremendous effort.
That was almost turnover number 2. Chicago keeps playing like that. I would think that they don't want to win this game.
First and 10 now for Chicago. Ignore the board. Back to pass King. King's got time. Down the middle again. This time it's drilled in there to Shan Varner. E.T. King doing a lot of attacking over the middle. And for the first time in a while, it was successful.
Yeah.
A lot of weapons to throw to. I know he has more weapons on the field.
I agree with you there, Ryan. Chicago is one of those deep threat teams, and Mexico City has done a lot of studying of the tape and not to let Chicago beat them deep.
4:34 to go in the first half. Now a throw, a screen out to Hawkins, looking for some blockers. Oh, Deion Hawkins tattooed, and that's the one you can't get erased. Pickup of 6 to midfield, 2nd and 4.
Did you see how that wide route was thrown? Upfield, where he can come upfield with the ball.
Exactly.
Successful
see that
wide
tackle?
route.
He got slapped in the mouth and dared him to get up and say something.
He got slapped, but he got some yards though.
But
That's the key. He got some yards.
2nd and 4 at midfield. Hand off to Hawkins, and again he's brought down in the backfield. What is going on back there? 6 tackle for losses, and I'm pretty sure Jack Brown has 3 of them.
As I stated, man, this Mexico City defense came to play, baby.
They came to play.
I mean, the way those guys lost in season 5, man, was heartbreaking. And then they missed the playoffs the next following year and didn't get a chance to get to the championship until this season.
3rd down. King, deep drop back, fires left side. He caught it. He
Beautiful.
caught it. What a throw to Alex Zeli. Get those toes in, son, to move the chains with 3:16 to go in the first half.
I guarantee you he didn't go to the nail salon and get his toenails clipped, because that was a toenail catch. Yeah, look at that. The toenails is what kept him in bounds.
No, that was a hangnail.
Oh, my. Beautiful night here in Mexico City. It has dipped now into the high 50s. Chicago is on a drive. They've got the keys out. 1st and 10 to the Aztec 37-yard line. Shotgun snap to King. King going long again down the field. Incomplete. Really nice hit.
recovery.
Well played there against Zeli.
That was great defense there by the corner for Mexico City to come up and force that incompletion there. What you say, Ryan?
Sounds like that looks similar to the actual game-winning play in the other game, because that's the same type of coverage. He's trying to reach back and grab that guy. He's almost not there, but he's great recovery.
2nd and 10. Hawkins is tackled in the backfield for the 7th time. Not necessarily all Hawkins, but the 7th tackle for loss for Mexico City. They may be approaching some record-setting numbers here in the first half. Defensively, it's now 3rd and long.
Yeah, this defensive 7, man, is outstanding tonight. I mean, you can't blame them for doing what they've been told for the past 2 weeks, preparing for this championship game. Stop Deion Hawkins.
The crazy thing about it is they're not even stacking the box to stop him.
3rd and 11 out to Hawkins. Going to have to make a man miss. He does. Gets a block, and then Brown stiffs him into the ground. A pickup of only 3 yards. That would be a 51-yard field goal, and I'm not quite sure that the Wildcats want to take that chance so early in the game.
You rally to the ball. Rally to the ball.
I'm changing Jack Brown's name to Tattoo Brown because he just tattooed himself on Deion Hawkins with that hit.
We've reached Page, 2-minute warning. Fair catch called for at the 12-yard line by Devin Cabrera. They apologize for the microphone snafu. Mexico City pinned back deep in their own territory. We'll see if they can extend their lead before halftime.
Let's go. 1st and 10 from North Sanager, 12 yards. Watch the pass. Here it comes. Watch the throw. Watch the throw.
1:54 to go in the first half. And a quick pass caught. We broke the film down earlier in the pregame. K.L. Barrett with his first catch of the first half.
Oh, Cam, that's something that we don't see from game to game. Matt Wilson with only 22 yards passing here in the first half. He's normally already past 150.
1:25 to go. Handoff. Bentley got away again. Ray Bentley, one man to beat. Hambrack giving chase. 20. Oh, he's not gonna get him. Sayonara, suckers. Mexico City's up 13.
Right. I mean, Cam, let's take a look at this replay here. This guy breaks a tackle, sprints downfield, and say, I dare any one of you to try to come near me. I dare you.
He has the speed to outrun you and run you on.
Although the guy is 6'1", 230 pounds, this guy is fast.
Exactly. That's a pretty big guy, too, I have to say. 6'1", 220. It's a big man. Moving.
Ray Bentley is about the only player on either offense that has shown up tonight. Mexico City hasn't even needed to rely on Matt Wilson. This is a performance for the ages for Ray Bentley. He's on pace for potential record-setting numbers, and we've had a league for almost 5 years as the extra point for Cole Varner is up and good. Chicago's got a lot of work to do. Those second half adjustments are going to have to kick in. 17-3.
They need to kick something in right now. They can't wait to the second half. Although there's a minute and 6 seconds left, they have to score. They have to do something here. They got to get themselves into this game, get some type of momentum going, some juices flowing, something. Maybe they can get some of that Space Jam secret sauce or something that Michael Jordan had to the tunes.
Space Jam.
A.J. Barnes from the 1-yard line on the return. Past the 20, they could use something big out of him. A.J. Barnes, 40, 50, A.J. Barnes, they're trying to catch him, 30, 20, 15, 10, goodbye, touchdown Chicago, what an answer.
This is how you answer.
He gave him the juice.
He gave him the juice. This is how you answer back here off of a touchdown run from Ray Bentley.
Put
Hit
it
him
in
in the
your
mouth
hands.
on special teams.
Put it in your own hands.
Mm-hmm.
A.J. Barnes with his second kickoff return touchdown of the season. He was in the top 10 plays in pregame for all the wrong reasons. Actually lost a fumble and a touchdown to Cleveland earlier this season. But what a time to be alive for A.J. Barnes as Chicago avoids a 2-score deficit on the road, trying to become the 3rd straight road team to win in the SFL title game. Extra point for Chicago. Good. And with 52 seconds to go in the first half, it's 10-17. But the Wildcats are right back in it. And someone in the chat said, "Are these real announcers? Is this real life?" Yeah, you better believe it.
Ryan, you want to pinch me?
I'll pinch you.
Ow!
Pinch you.
That hurt.
Pinch.
I'm alive, ain't I? Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Well, can Devin Cabrera snap back in? I was not pinched, so I was able to stay focused, thank goodness. 50 seconds to go. Love our crew here as Devin Cabrera's going the wrong way to the 29-yard line. Good kick coverage from Chicago. All of a sudden, the Wildcats look like they got a little bit of pep in their step. Matt Wilson back out onto the field. He is 5th and 4th, respectively, in completions and attempts all time in the SFL. 118 touchdowns, ranked 3rd in the prestigious 9 seasons of SFL competition. Matt Wilson, one of the best. Hand off to Bentley, and Bentley got swiped, a gain of 6. He's already got 216 yards, and for Mexico City, why not give him the ball even though the clock is ticking?
1.4 yards a carry.
Man, that is something there. 16.6 by Ray
Looks like
Bentley.
a quarterback.
216. Wow. Outstanding numbers.
2nd down and 4. Clock ticking down to 30 seconds. Handoff Bentley again. He's going to be exhausted. Oh, Ray Bentley just shoves a player to the side. 1st and 10. And now going no huddle with 16 seconds to go in the first half. They may give it to him. No, they're going to throw. Wilson trying to get aggressive, going down the middle of the field, caught by Montague, down to the 46-yard line, but the clock is running out, down to 11, down to 10, down to 9, down to 8. Wilson trying to gather the troops, and he's going to call timeout with 5 seconds to go in the first half.
He should have called that timeout as soon as the ball was
You're going to
caught.
rush back to the ball and call a timeout?
That is ridiculous. He could have got
5
another
seconds.
play off.
At least 2 more plays.
Yeah.
He had
Crazy.
2 timeouts in his pocket. They burnt one in the first half on a failed attempt to get Chicago to jump off sides. So you know what that means. Now we're going to see the Aztecs line up for Hail Mary, the only team to ever successfully convert a Hail Mary in SFL history. Boy, what a time it would be for that to happen again. Richard Montague was the receiving end of that. #1 play of the year. Matt Wilson's in trouble. He's going to go down. A sack just a couple of seconds afterwards. Nobody called timeout, and that's the end of the first half. Crack yourself a cold one as Chicago down just 7 as we hit the break.
Your Savages, 17.
First half stats and analysis coming up. Our guys will break it all down. Take it away.
Here we go. Ryan, looks like Mexico City is just going straight run here. What you think?
I think they're following the plan.
And their plan was to come in here and beat up on Chicago's defense, and they're doing just that.
Keep the ball on the ground. You got a high-powered offensive weapon is in the quarterback on the other side. If you wanna neutralize him, you keep him off the field by giving the ball to Bentley. Keeps him off the field.
I totally agree with you there, friend. But I tell you one thing: Chicago, on the other hand, is going to have to get something going with Deion Hawkins. He has to get some type of momentum and get those legs turning there, and be productive as he has been in the regular season and in these playoffs. He had an outstanding year this season, and he had great games in the playoff as well. But he hasn't showed up tonight.
Well, I think you have to put them in the best position. Sometimes, running up the middle with a Pacific style running back, you run me up the middle, 30 times a game, it may not be that successful. You put me on the edge, then I can do more damage there. It's not about sometimes it's about the size of the person that's going in there in the inside and what type of runner they are.
Right.
I think they haven't given him the opportunity to get on the edge. I think he may be a faster back.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can allow him to pinch the edge, he might can do the same damage Bentley is doing on the other side.
I agree with you. What's your take on the second half?
Well, it's going to be all in Chicago's court. I mean, it depends on what they want to do. If they're going to, I mean, the game is in reach right now, but they got to get the run game going. I mean, 1.4 yards per carry is not sufficient enough for the quarterback to even put a series together.
I agree with you. You have to use the run to set up the pass, and that's in any league, whether it's youth football, high school, NCAA, and in the pros. Also here in the SFL, you have to run the ball to set up that pass, and that's what Chicago has done all season. They're a deep threat passing team. They have put some teams to sleep early with their passing game, and unfortunately, they just haven't been able to do that here tonight in the SFL Championship versus Mexico, who has been playing outstanding coverage defense.
Yeah, I think one of the issues tonight is that, I mean, if you're trying to stretch a defense out, there are many ways to stretch a defense out. You can stretch them out horizontally or vertically.
Mm-hmm.
I think tonight it seems like Chicago's trying to stretch them out vertically, and they're not able to do that without a run attack. The play action, things of that nature allow people to bite on different actions, which allow you to stretch the game out, stretch the defense out.
Along with Damon Simeon and former NFL player Ryan Moats, former NFL running back Ryan Moats, I am Cameron Irvine, and we are with you here tonight from Mexico City, Estadio Azteca. It's the start of the second half. Chicago's got the ball on the tee. Kick it. We're ready to go here in the third quarter. Devin Cabrera on a return, and Cabrera's up at the 26-yard line. What we're about to see, if Chicago can force Mexico City to do anything but run the football here in the third quarter. You can see the star players for Mexico City and Chicago scrolling across your screen. You can be a player in the SFL too. SimulationFL.net. Join our Discord community with the link down below to your left of the chat. Hand off to Ray Bentley. Ray Bentley again gets away from 2, picks up 6 more. 15 yards a carry.
Ray Bentley is punishing this defense.
This is the second best run defense in the regular season too. It's unbelievable.
Not anymore.
Sing. 10.5 to go in the third, 2nd and 4. 2 backs and 2 receivers for Wilson. They're going to give it to him one more time. Ray Bentley again. Oh, Ray Bentley! Get off me, son! Hambrack can't bring him down! And finally, a D lineman puts him in the dirt at the Chicago 35-yard line. A record-setting performance from Mr. MVP tonight.
Take a look at this replay here, man. This young fella comes up, hey, Ray, I'm going to attack you. Actually, that was Maurice Spurgeon. He said, you better Google me, son. Watch
Google
out.
me, son. Was it the top 10 plays? I think it just became 11.
What a night for Ray Bentley. Chicago just looking around saying, what superpowers do we have to possess to tackle this guy? 2 in the backfield. Give it to him one more time. Bentley still trucking ahead inside the 30 to the Wildcat 28-yard line. He's got to go get a drink of water sometime.
Cam and Ryan, let me give you this stat. Chicago defense only allowed 106 yards per game. Mexico City allowed 164.8. And can you see how the tables have turned here?
Well,
shows who wants it, right?
I think it in a sense it does, but they're not on the field. How can you rush for 117 yards when you're not on the field? The strategy has been beautiful, I have to say.
Bentley gets another first down as he is putting people in the dirt. You know, the newspapers are going to be quite busy, you all, because there's going to be so many obituaries in the paper tomorrow from Ray Bentley assassinating people. It's going to be out of control here in Mexico City. 9 minutes to go in the third. First down, nearing the red zone. Handoff Bentley again. Bentley not trucking as many. He had a nice lane there, but you can definitely tell Bentley's getting exhausted. And incredibly enough, the Aztecs are only up 7 here, despite this incredible performance from Ray.
Yeah, but anytime you can pick up 8 yards on first down is outstanding for your offense. You want to always be in second and short and not second and long or third and in long.
Yeah, and I also think at the beginning of the game, from a strategy standpoint, Chicago is not isolating King.
Bentley's out. He still gets the first down.
I haven't seen him. Exactly.
Didn't mean to interrupt you guys there. Frank Sanchez checks into the game, and it just doesn't matter here tonight. Chicago's getting gashed. First and 10 at the 11, just outside the goal line, 3 minutes into the third quarter, and Chicago's not adjusting very well. I don't think Bentley's in on this play either. They're going to run it again. Inside the 10, and Espen Real clocks him at the 6. It's 2nd and 5, but it's incredible what Mexico City is doing. I think they've maybe passed 6 times tonight.
Sounds like they just erased all the pass plays out of their offense.
Yeah, as we get a look here, Ray Bentley is on the sideline, ready to get back in.
2nd and 5 of the 6. Bentley is still out. Could his exhaustion cost Mexico City a touchdown? The Wildcats jump off sides, so that is likely going to be a first and goal. What if you're Chicago? That the one time you can't jump off sides is in that moment when Bentley's out of the game.
You're right, Cam. Chicago has to take advantage of that possession when Bentley is not in the game to not jump off sides. You do not want to let a unknown backup comes in and do this type of work to you.
Well,
he's already put the template in place tonight, so he doesn't have to do it by himself.
Bentley's still out of the game. It's a half a distance penalty. 2nd and 2 at the 3. It does not matter. Walk it in. Touchdown Aztecs. And they go back up by 2 scores. This is a running clinic here in the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st quarters.
Any of these new owners in the SFL wants to know how to run the ball. Well, here's a good clinic session for you.
And also, it shows you how important the run is. I know that the term of the football league period has turned into a pass league over the years, but it tells you how important the run game truly is.
.23-10 extra point coming for Varner. Last time Mexico City went up by 2 scores, they used an A.J. Barnes kickoff return for a touchdown to pull back in front. Chicago does not have an offensive touchdown in this game, and they have not scored offensive points since their first possession. Barnes back to return. Keep pushing, almost at the 1K. A.J. Barnes up to the 26-yard line, and if he would have just had an extra burst, he may have turned that corner. E.T. King, last season's MVP, this season's most efficient quarterback. He has got to step up.
Got to find a new strategy. Got to adjust. Halftime adjustments, I don't really see that many adjustments currently.
First down for Chicago. 2 receivers and a back. King will drop to throw. King a quick throw and nearly picked off by King Wallace. Wallace Island, mentioned on the at SFL Media Day as one of the most underrated players in the league. Second down. That was a good job defending the flats there as Chicago went after something short and sweet, but nothing has been easy for the Wildcats here tonight. 7 in the box, although it's a tight box, you could call it 9. Hand off to Hawkins, and Hawkins won't get much. And he's still averaging just 1.5 yards a carry. It's another 3rd and long coming up for Chicago.
Yeah, going back to King Wallace on that previous play, Cam, he comes in with 54 tackles, but here's the ticker. 9 INTs on the season. I haven't heard this guy's name until tonight.
That's impressive.
Guy is under the radar. It's not being talked about enough in this league.
Wallace, if you want a home. No.
There's a flag on the play. That pass is caught in the open field by Aaron King. Boy, do they need him to step up as E.T. King put another dart on the money down the field. The Wildcats have had a little bit more success outside. That was a pretty dime.
Number 98, defense, the penalty.
Here's another look at it. What a catch there by King. Tremendous. 1st and 10, coming up with 6:07 to go in the 3rd. As Chicago trying to get some offensive momentum here, despite all that Ray Bentley has done to them tonight. Still just a 2-score game with a long way to go. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. Back to pass is King. King fires it long down the field. The pass is caught for a touchdown. Alex Eli. I can call it early because that's how sweet it was. Chicago back down by 1 score.
That's what they need to do.
Hey, this is what Chicago is known for. Deep threats downfield. Closest man to him was 5 yards away, and then he just put on the speed burners as he runs in for the TD.
Isolation is the key, no matter who it is. I'm not sure if that was a 2-by-1, but I know that was a 1 receiver side.
Number 8 on the hold.
E.T. King with his first career passing touchdown in an SFL championship game. That adds to his esteemed resume. Extra point coming for Chicago to make it a 7-point game. Snaps good, holds good, and the kick is good. 5:47 to go in the 3rd. Chicago just will not go away despite Ray Bentley. He's not going away either. Along with Ryan Motes and Devon Simeon, I am Cameron Irvine. This is the SFL's 9th championship game, the Summer League Championship Series, as Chicago kicks it away to Devin Cabrera. Cabrera from the 9-yard line, past the 20, 25, and up to the 30 with 5:42 to go in the 3rd. The Chicago Wildcats versus the Mexico City Bentleys. Chat, ding ding. I think we have a winner. I think we have a winner for comment of the night. 1st and 10 at the Aztec 30 for Mexico City. Up 7. Wilson going to throw. Wilson going long. Caught. First down to Barrett to the 43-yard line. Just only 63 passing yards for Matt Wilson tonight. He got a big chunk of them on that throw to Barrett.
Yeah, Matt Wilson decided to go ahead and let one fly and let the defense of Chicago know that, hey, I can let it rip if I want to. Don't get it twisted now. Please, don't get it twisted.
We have winners of our social media challenge. The winner of the $50 goes to Liam Crowder. The winner of the customizable shirt with your name and number on the back is Frank Champion. And the winner of the signed SFL contract sent to you in a frame shipped for free, Mahmoud Ajalani. Congratulations to all of the SFL social media contest winners. You guys are awesome. Barrett with a 5-yard catch, and all of a sudden, Mexico City has gone away from Ray Bentley.
You sure he's not injured, or?
You're absolutely right. I haven't seen him. I don't know what's going on here with Ray, but we haven't seen any type of injury report.
He is out there right now, not getting a carry. Wilson going to pass again. Wilson's pass. Oh, it's caught. Montague turns the corner, and he stepped out of bounds at the 19-yard line. I don't know how that ball got through the coverage. It looked like pick six all the way.
Yeah, that was Kanye Rockefeller there who tested and tried to go for the INT but came up short. This is Matt Wilson. You're right, Ryan. Tight throw. He likes to keep it tight, and he likes to take chances. And that chance there came to show that, hey, I can thread the needle.
I can do it too.
I think Chicago's
Do it too.
challenging the spot of the ball here. Montague may have stepped out early. I don't think they're challenging the catch. Right there, yeah, he absolutely stepped out early.
After review, the player stepped.
Chicago has won their challenge. Ramos Lynn's upset. Let's see where they're going to spot this ball. Still should be a first down. It is a first down, but back to the 29 instead of the 19. Mexico City is in scoring position, and Ray Bentley does not have a carry on this drive.
I feel that Mexico City wanted to come out and twist it up a little bit and get the passing game involved, just in case maybe Chicago tried to stack the box.
First down. Matt Wilson in a bit of trouble, gets it away to Barrett, picks up 5 yards, and Wilson staying cool, calm, and collected in the pocket. And this may just be Mexico City's attempt to get Ray Bentley some rest while they're protecting a 7-point lead.
Yeah, they're keeping him rested all right. They can go ahead and keep him rested. That way he won't break the record.
2 backs and 2 receivers. 4-3 look for Chicago. Handoff to Bentley. Ray Bentley. Oh my goodness! A.J. Barnes gets up with birds around his head. First down to the 18-yard line.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
Did you see him nodding his head like, yeah, I did that?
I did that. I did. That was me. Take a picture.
I'm a grown-ass man, dog.
I got kids.
3:44 to go in the third. Mexico City is not allowing Chicago to be a serious threat. Ray Bentley breaks 1, breaks 2, goes down to the 13, and just like that, 5 more yards for number 27.
This dude was hitting the backfield when the first contact was initiated. I mean, like 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he picks up 5 yards.
He's running through 2 to 3 people.
Oh, man. I want to be like Ray Bentley when I grew up. Or is it too old? I mean, too late.
No, you can never be too old.
And off to
that.
Bentley.
You
That's
can
what the
always
SFL's
drink.
all about. Hey, how about Hendershot? Finally brings down Bentley in the backfield. Ray Bentley, slow to get up, still averaging 13 yards a carry, but that's the first time Bentley's been dropped for negative yardage. And you mentioned you're never too old. You're never too young either. Visit our website, simulationfl.net, to join our Discord community. We keep track of all players' stats every game, every week, every year, every season. So much more there. Show up to simulationfl.net as Matt Wilson's pass is caught for a touchdown. What a throw to Dijon Swan.
That was an opportunity that was passed up. I don't know how you missed that, but that should have been an interception going the
I
other
agree
way.
with you, Ryan. Hendershot was right there. Hendershot was right there for Chicago, and he came up short, man.
And look how
that's a wobble dog. That's a flying duck.
Look how he stands in the pocket, poised.
Poised. I mean,
He
nothing
stands
phases
in the
this guy.
pocket. That's just amazing.
And he comes away with the touchdown to get his team a much larger lead for this game.
Right now, Chicago's defense is letting them down. That's the 3rd straight time Chicago has scored to cut it to a 1-score game, and Mexico City responds with a touchdown of their own. Cole Varner's extra point is good. The Aztecs need a stop eventually, but for now, still plenty of time left. 2:35 to go in the third, 31-17. Aztecs back up by 14. A.J. Barnes back deep to return from the 4-yard line. Barnes 20, and not much more than that. So Chicago will start deep in their own territory, and E.T. King will try to do it again. Get it trending on Twitter, hashtag SFL Championship. Share your memories of tonight's game there on Twitter. First down at the 23-yard line for King and the Wildcats. Pass on a screen. Hawkins outside, 25, 30. Hawkins put down. King, Wallace. Rockabye baby, 2nd and 1. Chicago having some success with Hawkins. He was a big part of their passing game this season, one of the best pass-catching backs. They're in that same set again, a very heavy set with Hawkins along the backfield. He'll take the handoff. Hawkins stretching to the outside, did not get the first down. Wow, really good job by Mexico City to stretch that out.
Stretch it out. Keep stretching it. He almost had that.
Yeah, he almost had it,
Take a chance.
but he came up short.
Came up short.
Because this Mexico City defense is not allowing him to be an X factor in this game. They're taking him out.
Third down and short. Bentley has 288 yards in this game. Hand off to Hawkins with a couple of lead blockers, and that's how you get the first down and the move of the chains. And if I'm Chicago right now, I don't want my defense on the field. Let's run some clock and keep this game close.
Let's go.
1:30 left to go in the third. 3 receivers, 2 backs. This is the SFL Championship on the front page of Twitch.tv. Happy to have you along for the ride. Ryan Moats, DeMar Simeon, Cameron Irvine with you. Hawkins, nothing. Deion Hawkins is taking a beating tonight for his team.
And there's that virus again, number 99. Make sure you go get your shot. The Ziti flu is out there. Or virus, whatever you call it.
Is airborne.
Ziti is a type of pasta. That's Zeta.
Well, whatever it was, hell, I can't remember that darn stuff.
Under a minute to go. 2nd and 10. 3 backs in the backfield. Chicago going heavy, and Hawkins picking up some much-needed yardage to make the third down more manageable. Chicago, who went long on their last drive, is staying very conservative here on this one.
Yes. I don't understand the strategy of putting that ball on the ground when they're behind, and their best weapon is passing the ball.
Yeah, you're
The
absolutely
King
right.
has not been a factor for most of the game here.
King to pass. Looking short, caught shy of the first down. Really incredible tackling by the Mexico City secondary tonight. That was Devin Cabrera bringing him down. That is the end of the third quarter. Chicago 17, Mexico City 31. Don't go anywhere. How much life does Chicago have left? Goodness gracious. Ray Bentley's taking my soul. 4th down, Chicago to punt.
Cam, we have an SFL 2-time champion in the chat. Do you know who it is?
That'd be Thomas Paternity, thank you very much.
Oh, you know your SFL championship history, don't you?
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
I think you're an SFL junkie. Welcome, T-Pat, Tom Paternary, back to the SFL. Glad to have you here, sir.
Let's go.
10:54 to go here from Mexico City. The Aztecs have run roughshod here on Chicago tonight. Chicago needs an answer, needs something to keep their championship hopes alive. Handoff, Bentley. Ray Bentley, real nice tackle by A.J. Barnes. Only picks up 4.
That's half the battle. Now it's 2nd down and 6.
10:32 to go in the fourth. 2 backs and 2 receivers for Wilson. Wilson going to throw. Now Wilson, check down Bentley, and Bentley's got so much. Oh my goodness gracious! It just took Ryan Moats out of his seat as Kanye Rockefeller believes he can fly. 1st down for Mexico City.
Top plays. 12 now.
No, he didn't.
Yo, this is old school hard-nosed football. Reminds me of Earl Campbell versus the Rams. You remember he put that right out in that dude's chest,
Yes,
and damn near broke his sternum.
1st and 10 at the 35. Bentley again. Nobody wants to tackle
damn
this
near.
man. That may have put him over 300.
Damn near down.
Wow, we are having some fun here in Mexico City, man. This is a performance for the ages from the MVP. I believe he's the first SFL running back in a championship game to rush for over 300 yards. Hand off to Bentley, again running left, and Ray Bentley takes a big hit from Clint Hendershot. He's about the only guy that has consistently been able to wrap him up tonight.
2 yards on the play.
3rd and 8.
3rd and 7.
And this is a critical 3rd down here for the Aztecs, likely a throwing down with 9:18 to go in the 4th. 3 receivers and 6 in the box for Chicago, 2 in the backfield. Matt Wilson has made all the right throws when he's needed to. Quick drop out to Bentley. Do the work, Ray. And Ray is pushed out of bounds. Did you see Kanye Rockefeller? He ran out of bounds. He didn't want anything to do with that. It's 4th down. The Wildcats
That's what
get the
happened to him
stop.
last time. The brain never forgets, huh?
He said he ran out of bounds.
The left lobe, huh?
Well, how about this, Ryan? Chicago got the stop they needed to keep this close.
True. We'll see.
Chicago
Oh,
nearly
close
blocks
block,
the punt.
yes.
Barnes on the return from the 20, has some room, and Barnes up to the 24-yard line with 8:45 to go in the first quarter. We are just having so much fun here on the SFL Championship game. We hope you are too. I am commissioner and play-by-play commentator of the league, Cameron Irvine. Former NFL running back Ryan Moats is in the house with us. He also is a part, is an owner in the league, in San Francisco. And Damon Simeon has the Houston Hyenas franchise and has had for some time. 8:45 to go in the 4th. It's an esteemed crew, and these are 2 esteemed teams. Over the middle, caught by King, 1st down, as the linebacker missed an opportunity to swat it away. Aaron King needs more touches.
Yeah, that was a great pass there from A.T. King to Aaron King. I mean, he put it a great perfect throw right over the defender there to have that pass completed by Aaron as he gets the 1st down there.
8:12 to go. 2 backs and 2 receivers. Back to pass. King down the middle, and Ryan pointing to that seam route, but the receiver, I believe that was the fullback coming out of the backfield, was not looking. Freeney.
Yeah, he wasn't looking. That's bonehead on the
Yeah.
fullback. You got to turn your head around.
Well, he is a fullback,
that-
so
I mean-
he's not supposed to be able to do what the outsiders, but he should have had that for sure.
Ryan,
He had actually had 2 guys.
Ryan, that's no excuse. That's no excuse.
Well, yeah, he did the best he could, I guess.
2nd and 10 at the 38. King drops back to pass. Oh, the pocket broke down. Speared in the midsection, a loss of 6. The Aztecs bring the X. And it's a long 3rd down for King. And they also brought the Zeta. Zeta's having a phenomenal night as a non-contract defensive lineman.
Zeta is bringing the virus tonight.
I'm taking notes.
Did you bring your off?
I'm taking notes tonight.
Did you bring your off?
No, he has his own brand.
8 minutes and counting.
Zeta.
It's a 3rd and long. Desperate times get it coming up for Chicago. King going deep down the middle of the field. Caught short of the 1st down by 2 yards. What a play by Devin Cabrera. The non-contract receiver down the field made the grab, but Cabrera saved the 1st down. What do you think, fellas? Too early to go for it?
He had a man downfield. He had a man downfield. If he would have took the, waited. He had time in the pocket.
High and
People
low.
waited for that play to open up more. That 84 had the corner beat back.
That was
there.
a high and low concept.
Yeah.
Stressing the safety in underneath the linebacker or corner.
Chicago will punt it. They're going to have to play some more defense if they want a shot at taking this one. From the 17-yard line, Cabrera on a return. Not a lot of room there. 7:12 left on the clock. It's time to feed the beast. Coming up, the SFL postgame show. If you would like to participate, it's open to SFL members on Discord. You can give me a private message in our Discord community, and we will get you on the call one at a time. Just wanted to let you know, 1st and 10, Bentley takes the handoff, and Bentley picks up just 2. My
Did a
analysts
quick
have
turnover
nothing
here.
to say about a 2-yard run. That's about the most boring thing we've seen all night tonight is a 2-yard run. 6:51 to go in the fourth, 2nd and 8. 3 receivers, 2 off the right. Nickel 3-3 look at a Chicago. Bentley is in the backfield, but he's slowing down as this night wears on. Matt Wilson, straight back caught, first down. Boy, he is excellent at those quick passes over the middle. That's Richard Montague.
Yes, sir. Hot throws.
Yeah, you're right there, Ryan.
Safe
Hot
throws.
And he's on target with
Nobody
them,
could get to that ball besides him.
And you're noticing he's only taking 1 to 2 step drops here and getting the ball out real fast.
When you got Bentley in the backfield, there's no need to throw downfield. You can keep it safe, and you're up. You got a pretty good lead here.
Wilson to pass. Wilson going long. Got a man.
A
K.O.
ball.
Barrett 40, 30, 20. Let's go downfield and let's get a championship. Mexico City's up 20.
Wow.
Mexico
Wow.
City came to win this game.
Wow.
No fear in their heart. They've been here before, and they say, we be damn if we walk out of here losing tonight.
We be down. Great. Look at that ball. Look at the placement of that ball.
It was perfect, Ryan. It was perfect. He couldn't have put it in such a better
He
place.
put it
than
in the
what he
perfect place. Nobody could get to it.
Outside.
That's really the true mark of a great quarterback is when they can put it in a spot where nobody can get to it.
You're absolutely right. He
You know,
put this
it's up to that
outside
receiver to catch
close
it.
the sideline,
Yeah.
and only where the receiver can get it, and we saw what happened after.
That was like a back shoulder throw.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We have seen some crazy stuff in the SFL. We've seen 21-point comebacks in the SFL playoffs. I'm not sure if we're going to get one tonight, but you want to make sure you stick around here. Chicago's still got 5:58 to work with, and we've seen they can score in a flash.
You know what? You know what, Cam? The last time we saw an expansion team make it to the championship game, which was Houston, going up against a very experienced team.
Fumble! Fumble on the field. It's picked up by Chicago. That was Kanye Rockefeller who jumped on the ball playing special teams. That could have been ball game. Wow, what a save!
Mexico is not playing
Wow.
in all 4 phases.
That's the second
phases.
fumble tonight by a Chicago Wildcat. They've recovered both of them, luckily. Chicago's down 21, and they're in a heavy set here. Quite bizarre as Hawkins gets no gain. What are they doing?
What are they doing? Exactly. Air it out. You got the offense to do that. You might as well.
Yeah, you might as well. You're absolutely right. No need for it to go into a run-heavy formation like that and run the ball. You're down, big here.
They've already tested those corners. They know that they can beat them deep. They've done it a few times here. It seems like they're not taking that on seriously.
Hawkins, not much there, and I don't know exactly. There's not a strategy in an SFL or in a football playbook that makes sense here. As Chicago maybe just trying to get their wits about them. Big third down coming up again. If you are a member of our SFL Discord community and you would like to participate in the SFL postgame show and say hi and give your thoughts about the game, maybe we'll get some calls from Mexico City and Chicago players and coaches as that pass is dropped over the middle. And Chicago, I think, already has their plane packed.
Yeah, dude must have had some popcorn during the last break or something. I don't know what happened. What's going on? He has gloves on. How you not catch that? He
I have no
heard
idea with
footsteps.
that. I mean,
He
that
must have heard footsteps.
it seems like they're already determining what's going to happen in this game as far as from their standpoint.
Yeah, you can't do that. You got to have some self-pride. Go ahead, Cam.
That was not what Chicago was looking for out of a drive to make a statement. Mexico City is really starting to get moving here as Devin Cabrera is the man returning the punt up past the 40. Really good field position to the 42-yard line. And Chicago right now needs about as big a miracle as you can ask for in sim football.
Yes, I was stating earlier before the fumble that, we pretty much saw this back in season 6 when Houston went up and faced Queen City, a very experienced team that had been to the championship before. The unexperienced team just has to come in and want it more.
Somebody in the chat said that no Mexico City player has ever been accused of domestic abuse. And they've not been watching Ray Bentley tonight as Bentley picks up about a half a yard, but
Cam,
keeps the clock
I
moving.
think you
301 yards.
I think you may be apologizing for that later.
So Bentley with that last carry gets over the 300-yard mark. He is the first running back in SFL history to have over 300 rushing yards in a championship game. It has been the MVP's kind of night. 3 receivers here as the clock continues to tick. 4:20, 4:19, 4:18 down to the Aztecs' first championship. Hand off to Bentley. Bentley making players fly all over the field. Picks up another 6, 3rd and 3. Clock moves again.
6 yards on the play. Number 33, credited with the tackle.
I think it's time for someone else to take over the show tonight for Bentley. I think he's done his part. You got any young talent behind him? Would be the
3rd and 3. Ball at 49 yards.
3:42 to go in the fourth. 3rd down and 3. The Aztecs are up 21 now. They've opened up a lead. Their largest of the night on the Wildcats in their running clock. Ray Bentley trying to get the first. He's got it. I'm not sure that Chicago's ever going to get back on the field at this point.
It doesn't look like it. He is shimmying out there. You see him shimmying?
Damon, you had the running back that set the SFL record for rushing yards in a game, 424, back what seems like forever ago, a couple years ago. That performance was a performance of, it's week 1, right? You don't know what anybody's going to throw at you, and it really caught the Louisville Wolfpack at a historically incredible defensive team off guard. This isn't a championship. This is with Chicago having 2 weeks to prepare for this. Is this the greatest running back performance you've seen?
No, it's not the greatest running back performance I've seen. The one that broke the record was the greatest running back performance I've ever seen. But
Come on,
this
man.
here, no, you know what? I take it back. The person who broke the first record, which was Richard Snowden, that game against Minneapolis back in season 5 was the greatest performance. This dude put up 28 points by himself in the 4th quarter. Am I right? That was outstanding.
Yeah.
And that was the game you said, build that man a statue.
That's right.
Build that man a statue. I'm pretty sure that was the way it was said correctly.
No, it was
And
better
Cam
than that.
said this is the normal way to say it. Build that man a statue. Cam, build that man a statue.
Play before the 2-minute warning. No statute for the backup running back there getting that carry. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. They are 2 minutes away from winning an SFL championship and building Ray Bentley a statue. This is the SFL Network on Twitch.
Van Murray asks, who's the better running back, Ray Bentley or Ryan Mose?
Ray Bentley.
Now that's something else. Ray Bentley was on media day last night. He couldn't unmute his microphone because his fingers were too greasy from all that pizza he was eating. And he tonight was a better running back than a former NFL running back. That is something that only in the SFL as Chicago burns a timeout. It's 4th down, so the Wildcats will get the ball back and try to come up with some shenanigans.
North Savages are back to punt. Number 33. Let's go,
We'll have people from the SFL community on the SFL postgame show coming up here tonight as that ball rolls into the end zone. That was lapse in judgment there for the Aztecs. Chicago gets the ball on the 20, and E.T. King and the Wildcats will attempt to save face here and end tonight with a respectable loss.
You think they can save face at this point? I don't. I think this is a lesson learned for sure.
Yeah, it is a lesson learned, and I expect Chicago to come out next season with a better aspect as far as what is supposed to be done in an SFL championship game. Those guys will be hungry and eager to get back here. But unfortunately tonight, they just came up against a better team. as I stated earlier, who has been here before and is very, very knowledgeable of what it takes to win this game.
See, I would disagree when you said that it's the better team. I'm not quite sure that they are that better of a team than Mexico, because I think it's somewhat with the strategy. If you look at the highlights in some of the games in this year with Chicago, their passing attack and what they do is perfect. It works. But it just seemed like they did not follow. It seemed like it's a different team. The strategy was not. Where's King? They haven't even used him. The young chap that caught the game-winning touchdown in the breakdown. Yeah. Where is he? It seems like they've been missing.
Yeah.
And and the funny part about all this, he has the time to throw the ball.
To go with the thing.
Off the field, Davius Reed makes his first catch of the night. Reed, who has made some incredibly important plays throughout this playoffs, finally gets his first catch here late in the fourth quarter. First and 10 at the 29-yard line. Chicago trying to get a touchdown here, get an onside kick. They've got one timeout left. But E.T. King moving the ball here against likely the reserves out there. 3 receivers for King, dropping back to throw. Will dump it short to stop the clock. That's caught by Aaron King. Now 99 yards on 7 catches, but not the poison to opposing defenses that he's been all season long.
It's a telltale sign. He has 99 yards receiving.
2nd and 7 from the old goal. 25.
Hawkins in the backfield. He's had a rough night. He won't be returning to Chicago. He'll be starting his new franchise, the Tulsa Desperados, probably over the next couple of days. As that pass caught in the open field, not a smart throw. Varner only a gain of 1. They got to burn their last time out. .59 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, 38-17. Chicago has been trailing this entire game, and a few times they cut it down to a 1-score game, but just could never get over that hump against Mexico City. Just way too much Ray Bentley tonight as E.T. King fires it short, nearly picked off. That was Flores, who had a highlight interception at the beginning of the season, knocking that ball away. It's now 4th down, and Chicago's got to go for it. .56 seconds left. Crowd chanting defense here at Estadio Azteca, and pretty soon they're going to be rushing the field. Back to pass, King. King fires middle, pass caught in traffic down to the 6-yard line, but they got to go. They got to go. 55 seconds to go. 1st and goal at the 7 for the Wildcats. Trying to get something going. They spike it with 46 seconds on the clock. And regardless of how this game ends up, I think Chicago would much rather end this game with a touchdown rather than not. Second and goal at the 7 after the spike. 3 down linemen for the Aztecs. Back to pass, King. King fires middle again into quadruple coverage. That pass is incomplete. And King just looks very unsettled tonight.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, that was great defense there by Brown, playing the middle of the field. They're playing great coverage and was able to get the pass deflection. Great defense by the Mexico City Aztecs.
Yeah, he is. Seems like he's out of his element right now.
3rd down and goal from the 7. 4 receivers for Chicago. Trying to get something here in this final minute. King deep, drop back, fires to the far corner. Caught for a touchdown. That is Aaron King finally into the end zone. And Chicago will not go away quietly.
Great touchdown by Chicago. Aaron King able to get into the end zone there. E.T. King saw him on the break there to the deep corner of the back of the end zone. It just pretty much caught Mexico City sleeping. Looked like they were in the cover 2.
They it's a giveaway. You know, they're just draining this clock down. Put the ball back in their hands, and this game is pretty much toast.
Extra point good. One onside kick recovery will officially end it. 38-24 Aztecs. They lost their first SFL championship game back in season 5, 31-30. They got more points tonight, and their defense was definitely way more outstanding than it was in that season 5 competition. Onside kick for Chicago, easily fielded. The Wildcats are out of timeouts, and one more knee will start the party for the Aztecs.
Do you feel that Chicago should make changes, or as far as what went down tonight, are they efficient or they're not?
I would most definitely say that Chicago is efficient. I don't think they need to make any changes, but they are going to lose Deion Hawkins due to him being granted his very own franchise. He will be moving on with the Tulsa Desperados, as Cam mentioned earlier. But they have a great team. They just need to, get back to the drawing board come next season and try to get back to the championship, which is going to be pretty hard because it's not easy getting there.
True. It's all about what you do in the game, though, at this point. I always say, we worry about, the wins in the season. It's about just getting there, and you can have a mediocre record and play awesome in the playoffs.
The Mexico City Aztecs, headlined by team owner Ramos Lin, gets their first SFL championship, a 38-24 victory over Chicago. We can confirm already that Matt Wilson and Jack Brown will be joining us on the post-game show. Michael Turillo, a commentator in our community, is also ready to get on. We will have the post-game show with those guys and so much more still to come here on Twitch. Congratulations, the Mexico City Aztecs are your Season 9 champions. Your final analysis and thoughts from this game, guys. 313 yards at the end of the night for Ray Bentley.
Yeah, 313 yards in a championship game, dude. That is just outstanding. I'm just lost of words. I mean, the performance this guy put up single-handedly after he's got in the second tier and the third tier of the defense, he was able to just body bag a bunch of people and get yardage afterwards. What you say, Ryan?
I agree. There really is no answer to that. I mean, there's no strategy that you can put in place that stops that from happening. I mean, that's just my will against your will.
Exactly.
I want to win more than you do. And that's kind of what really the game comes down to at the end of the day. System versus will.
Exactly. And also, we can't take anything away from the defense and the special teams of Mexico City. But they almost had, they forced the fumble, almost had the recovery, but Chicago did recover that fumble. But defense played outstanding. When you're able to contain an offense like Chicago the way they did tonight, I mean,
you're talking about a high-powered. I mean, you're not just talking a high-powered offense that throws the ball around a lot, and they contain almost every aspect.
Yes.
Of the entire offense, which is kind of like confusing for me to even think about.
Yeah.
It's like trapping up a Tom Brady or somebody that that normally you never can put in a cage as far as his talents.
There's your MVP.
I think the mustache did it.
Take it, Cam.